everybody, Spine Ticks Pressing here, and I've got a cool video for you, so stay tuned. I've got the return of my New Mutants 98 7.0. It was cracked and pressed and sent off to CGC. It's back, so stay tuned and let's see what the results are. Well, I'm excited to tell you that in addition to New Mutants 98, I've got 3 more books that I sent off to CGC. So I'll show you and reveal those grades in just a minute. But let's go way back in time and let's take a look at some video footage from that crack, press, and resubmit video that I did way back when for this New Mutants 98 book. Much improved compared to last we saw on this book. Freshly coming out of the slab. Back looks great. Back looks very good. I still have a little bit of little spine ticks along the spine, but I'm hoping I'll be able to clean this up and we'll get a little bit of a boost on the grade for this. Well, I don't know what I would predict for this grade of the book. I have thought about it. Looking at it now, I think the book's improved substantially. All that really, the only flaws left in it are not correctable. There's these spine ticks. There's one, a little bit of one there. There's the third one there, fourth one, and fifth one there. And then maybe you could say this is the sixth one there. So there's a number of spine ticks down the spine. The book itself looks great. Corners look sharp. Cover looks really nice. The foxing on the inside's all been removed. I think it's going to be, I think it'll be an 8.0. That's going to be my prediction. I think I've bumped it up one grade to an 8.0. And I think that's a very respectable grade. If it stays at a 7.0, it would probably stay at that level because of this corner and because of the spine stress lines. The back has some stress lines as well, but that would be my prediction. So I'm going to predict an 8.0. All right, so let's take a look at the first book. The first book that I sent off was this gorgeous copy of Wolverine number 8, and it's that Joe Fixit cover. I've just always loved this cover. Just love the blues and how it ties in with sort of the reflections on Wolverine's hair and the pants of both the guys. I just think this is a fantastic cover. I am a cover buyer. I just love classic covers, and I think this is one of them. This particular book, I thought that there was a substantial color break right in here, but I was able to get it evened out, but I still have that one little cover break in it. I think I would be ecstatic looking at the back here. Oh, I should make sure I got to show you this. This is a very early artwork done by Rob Liefeld, but I don't think there were any issues on the back of this particular book. So I think I would have been really happy if this came back a 9.4. And so let's see what the grade was. Pull it out of the bag. And this one here, it came back as a 9.6. Fantastic. Super result. Love it. Love this cover. And I'm so happy to add this one to my collection. I picked that one up at a show not too long ago. I think I paid maybe $65 or so. And I picked that book up from the comic crib. I think it's Dan's. I'll put it up on the screen here, but I think it's Dan's Comic Crib. Can never remember, but this is another book that I purchased from that same seller, and he initially thought that this book was, I think raw. They said I think they had it as an 8.5. I thought this one really came out nice. It's a gorgeous cover. Again, classic Todd McFarlane cover. It's been homaged so many times. I'm trying to remember what I thought. I think with this particular book, I think I would be happy with a 9.2 or above. And so let's take a look and see what it came back as. Came back as a 9.4. So beautiful book. I'll try to put up. Maybe I'll go back and put up the value in retrospect for the first book. But here's this book, and I'll try to put up what I paid for it as well. All right, this was a book that I way back in the comic boon, of the 2020. This is one that I think I really overpaid for this book, but it's a character that I like quite a bit. I really do like Miguel O'Hara and the Spider-Man 2099 character. This particular book, you may recognize, it looks just like Spider-Man 2099 issue number 1, but it's got this white framing. This was actually a comic that came inside a Toy Biz toy for this character. I think it came out in like 2001, but for whatever reason, this book is pretty desirable. Back in 2020, this one was commanding. I think 9.8s for this book were pretty high. I think I paid about $3.29 for it, which was a ridiculous amount of money. I don't think I would ever pay that again. And I did have another one come by that I could have bought for about 150 bucks. And I wanted to do that so I could kind of use the amount that I paid to kind of even out and sort of spread some of that money over the two books. This one was even a worse buy because there was some damage to the book right up in here, and it took a lot of work with my dotting tools to get that. What it looked like a water stain, like water had been spilled on the book, and so it was raised and lumpy, and it was maybe about this wide between my two fingers, right in this area right here. I spent a lot of time on this, probably, oh man, maybe 2-3 hours total just working on that spot. And I got it to where just kind of, if you give it a cursory glance, you won't see it. You just won't see the spot. But I thought this particular book, if I could get it to a 9.0 or higher, I would have been really, really pleased. And so let's see what it is. Again, it's a Spider-Man 2099 Toy Biz comic. Came back in 9.4. So awesome. Very, very pleased with that. And just a gorgeous cover. And if you're a fan of Miguel O'Hara, I think that's a must own. And here it is. All right, so here is the book that we've been waiting for. New Mutants 98. Let's take it out of the bag. And this particular one, I know I just showed the video a little bit earlier. This one, right in this area right here along Deadpool, there were some indentations that looked as if someone maybe took like a ballpoint pen and wrote on some paper on top of the comic. And again, I had to use the dotting tool to get that out. I also remember that there was some creasing down here on this corner, and I was able to get that out as well. There were a few little spine ticks along the book, and as I said before, it was a 7.0, and I was going to send this one in for the Rob Liefeld signing, but I had a change of heart. This is a newsstand copy, so that in itself, I guess, helps with the value of it. And I think I would have liked to get it, but Liefeld was charging quite a bit to get his signature. And I guess with this particular book, I thought maybe I'd have a desire to want to sell this book. And I kind of feel like if you want to move a book or sell a book, sometimes it's beneficial not to have the signature on it. I guess what I'm trying to say is you sort of take away some of the potential buyers of your book because you elevate it to into a higher price range for the book. So I do love the signatures. I've got a book right here. Just got this one back not too long ago, signed by Art Germ. And I do like the Signature Series books in general, but that one I thought, you know what, maybe with a better copy. My hope was I could get it to maybe an 8.0. That was my hope after the clean and press. So let's find out what this came back as. So again, a newsstand copy of New Mutants 98. It was a 7.0, and I'm trying to get a big bump on this one. Let's see if we get any kind of a bump at all. 8.0, be very, very happy. The final grade on this book is a 9.0. So I'm really, really pleased to get a 2-grade bump on this particular book. I spent a lot of time looking for this book and looking at the grader's notes of different books that were for sale. And I felt really confident. This one I was really happy about too, because this one had foxing on the inside of the book. And I removed a lot of the foxing with the blue LED light. And I think I used just a little bit of the hydrogen peroxide to kind of remove some of that. So, and if I remember correctly, I don't know, this was one of the first times I used a little bit of the hydrogen peroxide and distill this. It's about, I think I do like 3 parts water to 1 part of the hydrogen peroxide, and it was on the inside of the cover, the foxing. But there was, to my eyes, kind of in the, I think on the inside of the book, a little bit right in there along the centerfold, there was what looked like kind of like a little bit of a water stain residue. So from that treatment, so I wasn't really pleased with that, but came back Blue Label a 9.0. Very happy with that grade, and really ecstatic. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take a look at some of my other videos that I've got on this channel, and have a great time with this hobby. Get out there and find those books that you're looking for. Take your time and really do your due diligence to find books. If you find one that you really want to try to bump up, and maybe it's a slab book, to crack, press, and resubmit type of book, find a great presser out there, but find somebody who's really going to take their time and work on getting all the pressable defects out of the book. So thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you being here, and as always, happy hunting.